India is full of ambitions, innovations, and relentless determination. And people like you who dare to think innovatively and differently are the real true change makers. So, joining us today, we have Ritham Mondal, founder of Echo Friendly Acoustics. Thank you for joining us, Ritham.
Thank you so much.
So, let's begin this conversation. Welcome to the DK Speaks Presents, the Samvaad voice of Indian soil. So to begin with, what is your background and how did you start this journey into entrepreneurship?
So, Ritham Mondal, I come from Dhanbad district of Jharkhand. And talking about my education, I did my bachelor's degree in Christ University in physics. And I have a master's degree in the same college in physics. Back then, in my master's, I was more into research. So, I was searching for any problems that would solve the real life issues of the world. So, I was not having any background of background of something that recycling or something. Then I met my senior, who is Vivek, who is the actual founder of our company. So I met him and I asked him what are you doing in college? Then he's like, oh, I passed out, but I discovered a process of recycling plastic into polyurethane foam. Then that made me interested into this field. And back then I was working on another project with my professor. So then he called me. He told me that there is an opening position. Can we do it together? He asked me. I need hands. I have ideas and everything. I just need hands and also your expertise. If you can indulge into this product, then we can develop into a company. I was like, okay, let's try it out. Then after my classes in masters, during masters first year, second year, during my masters first year, I think first month I was too much into what should I do, where should I go. I was going around professor sir, what should I do, what's the topic I should pursue, what all you things you are doing, those things. With that first month, people they adjust the field, but I was already into Christ for past 3 years, so that thing was not there in me. So I thought, okay, let me explore my future. So then I met this guy, a senior, Vivek. He told me about his ideas, and then we sat and we're like, okay, fine, I'll join you. Let's see what we can do. Then he showed me the process, and I was like, okay, there are a lot of things we can optimize together. And he is like, okay, let's do it. So one by one, we started the process like recycling of plastic. First is the first raw material process. So that he had the idea of how to do it. He did it once, but lot of optimization was required. Like this was a very small lab scale thing. So it's like, okay, let's research into it. And then time passed, and one step by step we optimized the product. And then we came up with this soundproofing foam. And soundproofing foam also, the lot of optimization was required, because for acoustic purpose, the foam texture, the foam density, all this matters. So we were like, okay, fine, we'll research. And he's the main mind behind this. I'm the hands basically. So whatever he says, I was like, okay, let's do it. And step by step, day by day, we used to stay after my classes. And I didn't used to think about, okay, let me ask some money or something for doing the work. I was like, okay, fine, let's do it together. Then we'll earn money and they'll get it. They'll enjoy. Then he liked my work, my dedication after classes and all. I used to completely be into it. We used to close our work at 9 o'clock in the college and then go sleep again, repeat the same thing in the process. And that's how a company grew. And right now still in lab stage, but still we are making some changes, and we completed a few orders, and we are very proud that we cycled 10,000 to 15,000 bottles.
That's very interesting to hear your journey from growing stage ideas to putting it to action. So is entrepreneurship was there in your career path, or
No, to be honest, I was never into all these things. Since my childhood, I was looking up to engineers. Like my maternal uncle, he was grooming me as an engineer. Even my father, my mother, they also thought, okay, I'll be an engineer. So during my 11th, 12th, I was put into coaching classes, like a general middle class family child. I was putting into coaching classes. I was doing good there. But by my 12th, I got to know that no, I'm not meant for that. Like Back then I was like, okay, during my 10th, I was not a good student, but 10th board results, I got addicted to this subject called physics. Okay. I was like, okay, this is a crazy subject. So I was like studying more deeper into physics. And then I was like, okay, I think engineering is not my cup of tea. Let's like every now and then you see an engineer, every second person is an engineer. So I was like, I don't want to go into that herd. So I was like, okay, but how to convey this to my parents? That's a difficult
Yeah,
task,
yeah.
right? Convincing them that I want to do a basic study of physics, then engineering. It's a mess again for them at least. Then it's like, okay, fine, I'll tell them. So I wrote JEE exam. I cracked it, but I didn't tell my parents nor my maternal uncle that I cracked it. I was like, no, I didn't get it.
Hmm.
Then they're like, okay, fine, join any of the engineering institutes. It's like, but that's gonna take a lot of money, right? And financially also, we are not that stable. So it's better let me do whatever I want to. And my parents didn't force me. They told okay, and my sister was in Bangalore, so she told okay, come to Bangalore. And then I came here and I pursued physics. So back then, this entrepreneurship wasn't there in my mind. It was never there since I met Vivek. Okay, he only saw the leadership skills, saw the quality in me, and gave me this opportunity. And I was like, okay, let's do it, and we are doing it good now.
Did you feel any regrets shifting your journey from like
No,
engineering
no, no,
to
no, no, no. I
physics?
never look back. I never look back after that. I was like, okay, this is my expertise, and like I found my expertise. I was like, okay, I'll just go with it, go with the flow, and I developed a lot of skills in on the process. So I never regretted. I regret sometimes seeing the packages my friends are backing up and all, but that's fine. I know that patience is the key. So yeah.
So, what exactly is eco-friendly acoustics to you?
For me, for the world, it's a plastic recycling company. Okay, and so I'll tell you about Echo Friendly Acoustics. So basically, we are plastic recycling plant. So you know polyurethane foam, right? It is used for different
Hmm.
applications like seats, soundproofing applications, panels, pop sheets for thermal insulations, all those purposes. So this product for developing this product, the product is already developed, but people use petrochemicals,
Hmm.
which are harmful, carcinogenic chemicals, and all they uses. So there is an alternative to that. That we found out that we can recycle this plastic, which is already a waste. Like
Yeah,
plastic,
yeah.
it's a waste, it's a dump.
Hmm.
And in India, there are a lot of this waste that are like harmful for the soil and like those things. So we thought, okay, we'll take this plastic and recycle into the raw material which others are using from petrochemical. So it's like, okay, we did it. That's eco-friendly acoustics. And acoustics, because our main product which we came up with was mostly used for soundproofing applications. Now, in this process, we are tackling 2 points. One is plastic dependency, and second is the noise pollution that is happening all around. So, and there are two more problems which are like this foam material. India is importing a lot of raw material from outside. So this foreign dependency is also there.
Hmm.
But if we are making it in house, why not? And there are like high charges for this foam. But as we are recycling plastic, which is a waste, like
Hmm.
it's like no cost. Okay. So our cost of production also is less. So this is about eco-friendly acoustics. And coming to myself, what is eco-friendly acoustics to me? It's like a game changer for my life.
Hmm.
Like as I told in my bachelor's, I was not that much into academics, but when I came into my masters, I was into academics, but at the same time, I was like I should do something real in my life because now next what after master is future or PhD. PhD I wanted to pursue, but I was not sure in what field. But I had some things in my mind. Okay, I'll do that, but I wanted to explore more. So this company that we developed together, it meant a lot in my life. Like I didn't tell my parents I am doing all these things till my masters. After my masters, when I went back home, I told them But back then in my master 2 years, we've been struggling, and I was keeping it secret. Okay, let's do something and then reveal it. Let's do something in silence. That's it. So this company has taught me a lot of things, like how to tackle a lot of problems in life. Like every day we have new issues in our lab, maybe related to formulation, maybe related to something else, but every day there is one problem, and how to calmly take it is the thing that my mentor, basically the founder of the company, and the company and the problems have taught me. Like, it has made me strong, mentally, physically, both.
When it's coming to the idea formulation and all, it would be going smooth. When it comes to the application and bringing your idea into impact, what difficulties you faced in starting the
So basically, this product is something new we are doing in India. Like, nobody recycles plastic into polyurethane foam. Only there are 3 companies in the world which does that, and in India we're the first company. Being the first company, lot of problem comes, right? You don't have anyone to search for expertise. For finishing the product application, that is fine. That people do, but developing the product is one such like bigger task that we face every day, basically. So application and all, we have expertise. Like, there are other people have a big players in the market, foam industries, and all, where we can learn a lot of things. We have a team of marketing. We have a head, Noman Ebrar. He basically takes care of the marketing and planting our product in different industries. So he has the expertise there. So it's on him. We kept it for him. For us, it's mostly like in lab level how we develop the product, how to take it from laboratory level to a higher scale industry level. That's our aim right now. Yeah, we're still developing.
coming to your raw materials? How do you procure raw materials?
So raw materials is basically our plastic waste. So that is we are taking it from different plant. So we have a collaboration with Parivartana where they can supply us plastic waste. Like all over the campus, lot of waste plastic PET bottles are generated, right? So those bottles need to be shredded and washed and then provided to us. We have a plant in our lab where we have a shredder machine where we can directly shred our plastic and then get the raw material. So currently we are importing it from outside where they wash and cut it into flakes and they provide it from outside.
So you said you didn't tell your parents about the startup and like whatever you are doing. Who was your biggest support? Like, what was your biggest motivation to do all this?
Biggest motivation was like my professor who is also a co-founder of our company. So he was there. I told him that this all issues are there, and he knew me from before. So he was like, okay, just continue. You don't have to think anything. You have 2 years of your masters. You need to explore. You wanted to explore, right? So let's explore now. Why are you? And you are good in academics, so you don't have to worry about your academic scores. So explore whatever you want in your free time. And biggest supporter was our founder only, mainly. Like, he supported me a lot. Like, if I had any issues back then, he was always there to listen. He was always there to support. Like, he never pressurized me for doing anything. He was like, okay, do it, we'll do it. And back in family, I didn't tell anyone. Now my cousins were there whom I used to tell, and they were like, okay, try it out. Like, this is the age. You can't stop yourself, right? So yeah, my friends were also there. They were also like, okay, he's doing something new. Let's see how it goes. And yeah,
To start anything, we need capital.
yeah, that's
How did you cope up with that
so
challenge?
capital was and is also a big issue right now. Initially, when we started the company, our co-founder was there. He's a professor. He has a lot of projects. So for giving a start to the process, he helped us a lot with a lab facility. He provided us research experts to consult with. Then we approached Christ, and Christ University was opening their incubation center for the first time. And yeah, we were one of the pioneer companies who associated with Christ Incubation, and they helped us with capital. They helped us with space here. After that, we started growing big, and we went to IIM. NSR cell where they also supported us. We incubated there. They supported us with some grant monies. After that, like we completed one order where we generated one revenue, some revenue that also became a capital for us. And right now, recently last year December, we own Startup Karnataka grant from 25 lakhs, and that is our major capital for right now. And we are looking forward to utilize the fund for our scaling up and making profits, revenue.
Congratulations, Ritham, and it's
Thank
very
you so much.
heartfelt, very warm to
Thank you
listen
so
how
much.
your ideas kept into action, and it's creating some impactful impact in the society. So moving on, uh, what is there any book or ideas that inspire you, that motivates you?
I would say no. Like I was never into books and all. Like there's nothing that motivated me to this. It was just that my inner ambition. Ki, let's do it. Like let's do something hands-on. Let's do something different. That motivated me. Yeah.
So, all right, now we'll move on to the Samvaad rapid fire questions.
Okay.
Okay. So, one word that defines entrepreneurship for you.
Skillful.
A startup myth that people still believe.
Again,
A startup myth that people still believe.
that startup is easy in long run also.
One habit that changed your life as founder.
I grew a lot of leadership skills. I grew a lot of communication skills, and I'm happy. Yeah.
Okay. So, you said you are not into books and all, but is there any book that you suggest for young entrepreneur?
You can cut this question because I've not read. So sorry.
It's
Okay.
coffee or tea while like working late nights.
Late night, I would prefer hot coffee. Yeah.
Hot. So, one Indian entrepreneur that you inspire.
I think Elon Musk.
Elon Musk. Indian.
Sorry. Indian entrepreneur. Uh, Wait, I'm thinking. I think Aman Gupta from both.
One skill every entrepreneur must have.
One skill, I think calm mindset.
Biggest misconception about recycling.
About recycling, because biggest misconception about recycling is nothing is 100% recycled, nothing is 100% biodegradable. People want everything to be biodegradable, people want everything to be sustainable, but there is nothing 100% you can recycle. Okay, there will be some flaws and you have to accept those. There will be lesser flaws, but you have to accept those flaws.
That's nice to hear. And what's the biggest risk you took in your life?
My career.
That's obvious, shifting from engineering to coming to physics and then again into entrepreneurship.
Yeah,
That's definitely risk, and it yielded you good results.
Yeah, I hope it does in future. Yeah.
What's one problem you wish in India that startup should solve faster?
The problem of capital.
Capital.
Yeah, the initial investment. Like big companies should also like come up with their money to invest into smaller startups. And like startup culture, like our India is wholly a startup culture, and to accelerate it, obviously people are not like coming from a good background or a very decent background, so capital is very much needed for a startup. So people should appreciate the ideas and also capitalize it. Yeah.
That's all for our rapid fire questions, and during this rapid fire I got few thoughts in my mind. I'll ask you those. Talking about the capital, what all the inputs are, suggestions you would give for young entrepreneurs to approach for incubations or fundings?
For fundings, right now we are also struggling, so like I am not a good person to give the advice, but I would say ki start from beginning. Like if you're developing a product, but like you're not yet done, still like parallelly you can search for the grants and see what they are looking into. And it's better that you go for small pitches where you will gain some confidence while pitching your ideas, and that will boost your confidence as well. So I would suggest ki when you are developing a product, don't just focus on that, focus on parallelly how to get fundings as well.
definition of success differs from person to person, but to an entrepreneur, it's completely, I believe it's completely different from other normal persons. What is success to you?
Success is basically, for me, success is if I am happy in my life, if I have achieved something that makes me okay, fulfilled. For me, that is success.
If 18-year-old watching out this conversation wants to build something meaningful for the society, so what should he start doing from tomorrow?
uh, I would suggest him like don't go for bigger problems. There are a lot of small problems. There are a lot of research gaps. There are a lot of gaps in the society, which you think that it's very small, but for other people it might not be small. So I would suggest ki focus on yourself, what your abilities, how well you can fit into that gap, and you can make a change. A small change doesn't matter. A change matters.
That's, like, very good, inspiring words for young entrepreneurs. So going on, did you ever feel like giving up at any point of your time at journey?
uh, that thought never came, but yeah, I had this conversation with my founder. So he had these things lot of times. Like as I idealize him, so seeing him low makes me also low.
Hmm.
Okay, if he's coming with a okay, this problem is not solved, and he gets this stress. Oh, okay, it's not solving. How to do it? So it's always to the person whom you look up to. If he is not confident, you also don't feel confident. Okay, so you should be very like very strong minded, and like your person whom you are looking up to should also be strong enough. So whenever you are confident, the other person should also be confident. That thing should be felt in entire team. The confidence should be felt in entire team. That's what I feel.
When developing a company startup, failures are most common things.
Yeah.
What is the one mistake that taught you the biggest lesson?
Talking about mistakes, every day, every moment we do some mistake and we learn a lot of things. For a startup, if you do a mistake, it's a biggest lesson you can learn. Like even if it's a small mistake, it's a biggest lesson, because in a startup you see if you see mistakes now, the lesser chances of mistakes happening in the future will be less, right? The lesser chances it will be. So you should appreciate the mistakes, even if it's small, because this mistake shouldn't come as a big problem in the future. So you should address your mistake, you should learn, and you should accept it.
How do you see yourself and your company in upcoming years, like down
I,
5 years?
I want to like set up a big plant, and I want to recycle a lot of plastic, also earn a lot of money. Yeah, that's what I want my company to be.
Entrepreneur mind. Definitely, I hope and you'll be doing the things that you wish. Uh, Going on, how do you handle stress being a founder?
Stress, how do I handle? I have good life other than this. Like I have good friends whom I like to play badminton. I like to go to gym, and those things I spend some times with my friends, and those things keep me stressed out. Stress should be during the work hours. After that, it should be your life. That's what I believe.
What message you would want to pass on to the younger generations out there who is aspiring to become entrepreneurs and solve or create something impactful for the society?
I would say like think smartly. The technology is too much advanced now. You have AI, you have everything in your hands. So use it perfectly. Okay. There are a lot of potential in technology. Don't be orthodox and was like, okay, I'll do it by myself. There is no problem in asking for help. May it be person, may it be machine. So I would suggest ki work smartly.
uh, Thank you, Ritham, for joining us today and having this meaningful conversation. And on behalf of DK Speaks, I want to present you something.
All the best for your journey ahead. I
Thank
hope
you.
you achieve a lot of success. Okay.
And this conversation will help many young entrepreneurs watching this conversation.
Sure, sure. I
Yeah.
would love that if they love the video. Yeah.
Thank you very much for joining us today. This is Darshan from DK Speaks. Thank you for watching. Signing off.